What's going on? It is your girl Queen Quee, and this is Dear Unity, UNITY. Today is January the 31st, 2023. Yes, we made it. So, first off, let me just go ahead and let everybody know. Public service announcement. This is a diary, an open diary, video diary that I do. I basically just kind of like vent to the camera so I don't have to write stuff down in like a journal and stuff like that. So I do not promote these videos just because it's really personal to me. Like it's kind of like it's really for me to go back and look at stuff. But hey, I have been told that when people looked at some of these videos, some of the things that I might say or going through, they can relate. So feel free, you can you definitely can stay in and join and leave your comments, like, subscribe, and I really appreciate it. Second thing is I do talk with my hands. I do Ebonics sign language. So, so if you be like, dang, she moving her hands a lot, that's just me. Look at the videos. I'm just gonna keep on, you know what I'm saying, running these hands as I run this mouth. So basically, that just sums it up. Also, so if you have been looking at a couple of my videos or whatever, I know that this video is a little something different, right? Okay, so I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. So I have an Android and I have an iPhone. I've been having Android. I am a true faithful person. I'm not giving up my Android. So therefore, on a lot of my videos, like from the previous years, like when I first started Dear Unity, I was on my laptop on a webcam. It was trash. Then I had started doing it on my Android phone because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes iPhone exposure, you be thinking you fly, but then it's kind of like, nah, I'm finna show that mode within that mode type of technology. So I was like, let me go ahead and just hit him with the iPhone, you know what I'm saying? So then as I was kind of like going over some stuff and doing my makeup, and I did it like in my video, I was like, why am I not, you know what I'm saying, like using my iPhone camera to like record my videos? Because I really use my iPhone just to do pictures, and I use them to do pictures and videos like for my content. So as this year start, I want to upgrade like a lot of stuff when it comes down to my videos, when it comes down to a lot of, I'm gonna take it more serious, my content, because a lot of research I have done, or a lot of inspirational people that I have looked up to and look into or whatever, they always say that. I remember this one chick that I look at named Aisha. She is so dope. It's so funny because she was just like, sometimes all you need to do with them cameras is wipe it off. You know what I'm saying? Like wipe it off, and you will see that, clear cut visions, and clear cut vision of yourself and stuff like that can sometimes, the quality of your content and videos and pictures can actually take you out farther than, just because if your stuff is always blurry and stuff like that, people gonna be like, I like her videos or I like his videos, but it's giving out of sight, out of mind. So just to let y'all know, I'm gonna stop being stubborn, and I'm going to use my iPhone camera to do my YouTube videos so you guys can get a clear picture and visual of what I look like and what I'm talking about, without all the extra staticky stuff. So let's get into it. So today is January the 31st, 2023. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have really kind of been going through a lot. It's been crunch time for me. This month of February coming up is definitely crunch time to me. I really don't want to expose too much right now, just because like I was saying in a couple of my videos, you really don't want to it's okay to kind of vent and tell your story or whatever, but it's also even better when you accomplish those things, or when you already have done it, and then you can go back, you see what I'm saying, and then kind of like tell people about your story and stuff like that, and have a better visual. Because me getting on the camera and telling y'all, oh, I plan on doing this and that, then hey, you know what I'm saying, something can happen where it does not go that way, and then it's like, not only with that, I'm already going through, that, but then also I would have to always worry about answering people that if I would have just kept my mouth closed and waited, it would have came to pass. But now I gotta explain to you why this thing happened, what happened with that, and all that do is just brings on more frustration. So that goes for anything or anybody when it comes down to your relationship, your finances, or whatever. Like, do not share information that you do not want to answer to. You see what I'm saying? Or you do not want people to have an opinion about. So until I kind of accomplish those things, I want to wait to kind of share the information, and then the stuff that probably led up to it or built up to it or whatever. Because then, then I feel more comfortable with talking about it, because I'll be like, hey, I got it. I did it. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I had to do. So it can probably help out somebody versus me going through the process of reaching certain things and goals. And then it's kind of like, now I gotta tell y'all this and that. That's the reason why I didn't I want to say I did not do a vision board. I think I did kind of explain the different things that I wanted to kind of go through or experience in 2023. But yeah, I'm definitely keeping it in mind, like, to be very cautious on the way I present stuff and say stuff, because I have noticed, like, getting too deep into stuff or just consistently exposing stuff, then it does not happen. All it does is really kind of just put you into a place of mind of disappointment, depression, anxiety, worry, just all the stuff that we do not need to go through on an everyday basis. So until then, until the stuff start coming and rolling and accomplished, that's when I let y'all know. So I did, for January, I ended up leaving my job that I have been at since I was like 18 years old. And I worked at this particular job up until now, like since I was 33. And you guys, I think I said this in another video, like, do not wait. Stop waiting. You see what I'm saying? Like, stop waiting on all, different things to happen. You guys, I just did my nails. This was up. I just did a press on. Baby, I'm got my wig speak. Anyways, but back to what I was saying. Stop waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop waiting. Stop overthinking, because you're replaceable when it comes down to these jobs and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong. The reason why I left my job was because that, for number one, I wasn't getting any benefits. So as I stand here today, and I have worked at a job for 10 plus years, I don't have nothing. Like, I'm literally starting back over. Like, I'm just a newbie out here. Now, don't get me wrong, I had like a backup job. So that's what I've been, dealing with or working with now. But I'm not gonna lie, I wasted a lot of time by trying to stay loyal. Like, I didn't walk away. Like, my boss didn't sit over here and, give me a big pay cut or even offer to give me a raise or anything like that, knowing that I was a big part of the business and people love me. Like, I had to tell people, the customers, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks before. I had to give them a heads up, because that's just how much they cared about me, and they appreciated my service, and, they respected me. So it's kind of like I had to warn them that, hey, I'm leaving, I'm okay, it ain't no beef, so they won't even ride the building type stuff. So I was definitely, I feel like, since I'm a people's person, I love people, I love interacting with people, I love dealing with people. So therefore, that was the one reason why I stayed at that job. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I would love the fact of being at home, you know what I'm saying, being a work from the home type person. But I like to put it on. You know what I'm saying? I like to dress up. I like to talk to people. I like to smile. I like to be, I'm saying, I'm friendly. Like, I'm really goofy, laid back. It takes a lot to take me out of my character. But when you take me there, we going there. You know what I'm saying? But that's the reason why I feel like I stayed at that job a lot. And for so long, because it definitely wasn't for the pay, it definitely was the benefit. And then I think about all the stuff that goes on, and I feel like the stuff that we have sacrificed, and the things that we had went through or whatever. And not trying to say my boss was amazing. Like, my boss, he was definitely a good person, but you have to understand, when it comes down to these bosses and business and stuff like that, they're always going to look out for themselves. You know what I'm saying? This is a business. Something happened to you today, oh, trust me, they're going to mourn you, but they will have a sign out there saying hiring a person, this, and that. So I kind of looked at the situation like that. Like, I'm not fighting when it comes down to nothing. When it comes down to finances, living situation, or whatever, I had asked God, I said, God, please, whatever I apply myself to, whatever I, want in life that I try to go after, if it's not meant for me, then block it. That goes for a job, that goes for a living situation. I'm not going to question you. I'm not going to be upset with you. I am literally going to basically take it and keep on going, because I know you have something better for me, and I know it's the reason why you're blocking this situation. I might not understand, because sometimes we get in positions where we don't understand, and we get so frustrated, because it's like, what you mean? Like, this was my dream house, this was the plan. But is it God plan? Is it the plan that God have laid out for you? Because I have even noticed, when I start to think back of the stuff that I had went through when I was younger, and I remember, I'm not gonna lie, I remember applying for stuff and doing stuff or whatever, and I got denied, or I got approved for the situation, and then next thing you know, as soon as it's time for me to, come through, walk through the doors, get the keys, whatever, next thing you know, something happened and I got denied. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or they be like, oh, we made a mistake on this and that. So at that young age, I remember crying and being so upset. But then in the process of me going through, I had ended up with something better. I had ended up with something, greater, because I don't even know at that time, I didn't know why, the stuff was getting blocked. Cause I was just like, what you mean? Like, I thought I was good. I started preparing myself. I started, buying this and doing this and, telling and talking and all this type of stuff. Now, you're gonna snatch it back. And it's kind of like, sometimes in certain situations, they didn't even have a legit reason. Like, it wasn't even like, no, it was sometimes in certain situations, it's because it was probably a mistake on their end. Not nothing that I did. And it's kind of like, we're so sorry, we did this and that. Oh, we're so sorry. And I just used to be like, this is my livelihood. But then I was patient, and then God ended up blessing me with something way better, and actually in a better situation at the time. So that's why I just been like, y'all, just asking God to guide me when it come down to that. Do not get so caught up in my feelings, because even with my job, for me being there so long and then I had left or whatever, I remember because one of my coworkers, I love her. So she, because I've been knowing these ladies that work up there since I was 18. They've been up there just as long as me. So, and I remember she, I was telling her about it, and I'm just like, the fire and desire is not in my eyes no more, because you can see how much you appreciate it. And then living check to check, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't never want to be in a situation. I understand people say, put your pride to the side and you got to start asking and talking. But it's kind of like, I don't want to never be in a position where a person know the circumstances. Not trying to be funny, a single black mother with 3 kids, and when it comes down to just the living situation these days, like they're charging, gas is going up, groceries are going up, you know what I'm saying, everything is going up, but our wages, and it's kind of like, you see my checks, you know how much I get paid, so why would I sit up here and be like, why would you want me to come to you and be like, hey, I need more money, I need you to It's kind of like, if you was gonna do it, you're gonna do it just for y'all. And I was trying to be funny. The crazy thing about it, I end up leaving at the beginning of this month, right? So then turned around. Next thing you know, one of my coworkers was like, another one of my coworkers like, hey, yeah, I end up leaving because this and that, and they was just like, yeah, because that's not even enough money we making, because we're making this much an hour. That's nothing. And the crazy thing about it, child, she was making more than me. And I was on that phone like, what? Like, that's how much they paying you? Because I'm getting paid lesser than that. So it kind of like, it was like confirmation. I don't know why. It was kind of like, it was like a nail in the coffin for me. I remember my coworker was like, well, what if you talk to him and, what if he offered you this and that? I was just like, it's just time. It's time. It's no hard feelings, because at the end of the day, like I said, and say, my boss was definitely very lenient and kind in so many ways, and I appreciate him. Because I truth be told, if I ever need to go back for anything, for as like extra hours or I need something, he's there. But it was actually time for me to get somewhere and to basically lay a foundation. Because let's just be real with y'all. Even when I think about time is everything. I spent 10 years 10 plus years at a location. I can only imagine the type of benefits and the type of things that I would have if I stayed even at the company that I'm in there now. You see what I'm saying? If I stay here more than a year or two, benefits of here probably be way more than I ever had got over here. So to each his own. So enough of that. So yeah, you guys, I had ended up, so kudos. There was a chapter closed. Today is the 31st. We're in Texas, y'all. So I had work this morning, but it's snowing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's snowing, it's iced outside or whatever in Texas. We ain't used to this. So, some places be like, if they look at it, they be like, oh, that ain't nothing compared to this. Listen, in Texas, it's giving confusion when it come down to the weather. Because not trying to be funny, like it could be like it was 60 and 70s in December, and now February, it always get better in February though. I'm not gonna lie, like it always get bad in February. So hopefully, I'm sorry, y'all. When I get to talking and getting in emotion, then all this stuff so happen. But hopefully, this will be the last. Hopefully, this is the only thing that we have to worry about is just this little ice and snow, and then it'll go away, and then we be good. I'd rather for it to be cold than it to be ice and snow, because I really do not like stuff like that, because anything can happen. And then it's their time, like I do kind of think about the elderly people and the people that do not have the finances or transportation to take off, or even go get food and stuff like that. I think about that. So I'm sorry, I'm not a big ice and a snow person, because I be too busy overthinking. Oh, sorry, y'all. I do that when I'm like talking, and that ain't nothing but the enemy trying to get me tired, because I took a nap. But anyway, so this month, you guys, I just have a lot of stuff on my mind that I'm trying to go ahead and accomplish and get done. Hopefully I'll be able to share that news with you guys once it's finished and signed, sealed, delivered. I'm trying to get back to myself. You see what I'm saying? Like I got my hair cut. Got my hair cut. Shout out to Precious. That's my boo. So I've been on her since I was in high school. She's actually my Amy best friend. And so shout out to her. She does my hair. And I do my own nails, you guys. Press on. Let me tell y'all something about maintenance. First of all, I feel like this goes for every man and woman. Start doing stuff for yourself. Self-care is everything. Because if you're not okay, then how can you expect stuff to flow right? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be funny with y'all. I have been so overwhelmed with so much stuff. I don't even remember last time I did my podcast. I looked, I think it said October. That means November, December, January. I have literally not did a show in 3 months. And I have missed out on so much stuff to talk about, because like I told you guys, media is just like this. Social media and topics are just like this. Like, literally, you have to stay on it. But I have been defeated in that area. You know what I'm saying? Because I have literally be like, sometimes I just want to come home and lay down and don't even want to be bothered, because I'm so overwhelmed. Then I turn around, shout out my boomerang fashion page, which is on Instagram. Really starting tomorrow will be my 1-year anniversary, and I didn't even think about that. So even by me thinking like that now, I might try to do something to do like a photo shoot or something like that. I know, we'll be probably stuck in the house because of it snowing, but y'all, I'm gonna try to make it do what it do, because it's literally, this will be my 1-year anniversary for my fashion page. And crazy thing about it, like I'm definitely trying to get up to 1,000 views on that, not 1,000 views, but 1,000 followers at least. I'm already at like 900 and something, like 960 plus. But I need to stay on that, because I really wasn't consistent. But I'm not trying to be funny. So the month of February, I definitely need to post something every day, because February is the anniversary. I mean, I started out my fashion page